going on. I feel like it's almost a new year already, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully everybody had a great Christmas yesterday. Um, if you wasn't in tuned, but we had Inoue be fighting, early in the morning today, and I was able to watch that fight. So I wanted to be able to break that down, talk about it a little bit, as far as fighter of the year is concerned. I think it's going to be a big topic as well. Also, I want to talk about, a little bit upon the lightweight division as well after we really chop it up right here, right? But in the same token, shout out to everybody on the live as well. Timothy Sanders, make sure that, when you guys come in, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and improve the visibility of the show. It's free, so just hit that thumbs up. Shout out to Anyway, and Talapas, man. I mean, what a great fight, man. Yo, Merry Christmas, Low Nose. Yo, stay tuned, bro. I know you probably watched some of the fights. Stay tuned. I'm going to be opening up the phone lines real soon. So make sure you guys, like I said, once again, smash that like button. We're going to be getting in tune to some of these topics as far as Fighter of the Year is concerned. I put a poll up right here, guys. I put the best three candidates, I guess, for Fighter of the Year this year. You would have to, no doubt, give it to, Inoue, Terrence Crawford, and Devin Haney. Those are the top three, I believe. So make sure you guys go into the poll and make a vote. Make a vote. Yeah, you know what I mean. So definitely, let's get into it, right? So watching the fight, first of all, right now, the differences between Terrence Crawford and Inoue is a four division champion, and they are both two-time undisputed, double undisputed, however you want to call it. They're both great, right? They had some great performances this year. But what was the difference between Inoue's was he became undisputed all in 1 year, and this is the topic here is 2023 Fighter of the Year, you know. So that being said, I had to add Devin Haney as well because I had to pay respects to a big, ESPN had Loma at pound for pound. He beat a pound for pound type of a talent with Lomachenko, and then obviously reaching his second division, defeating Regis Prograis, basically a shutout. Now, it depends on how you want to credit it, right? Uh, when it talks about getting the guy out of there, great performance, crowd pleasing performance that everybody got to enjoy. You know what I mean? Does that take place in your vote when it comes down to Fighter of the Year? You know what I'm saying? What's fight of the year to you guys? Make sure you guys smash the like button. Shout out to Low Nose Boxing, Rich Banks, everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button, get into the comments, and also get into the polls and make your vote. Let me know what y'all think, what y'all believe, Um, so coming into this fight, right, with Tapas, great performance. First of all, I want to give a round of applause to both fighters, right? Because this was a real performance. This was competitive compared to a fight with, Inoue and Stephen Fulton. No, Tapas, first of all, he had great defense. You know what I'm saying? He had great defense. They were very technical in the first three rounds, the fill out rounds. You could tell that he had some power, but you could tell he wasn't the more stronger striker, and he wasn't the bigger man as well. But he had a lot of things to bring to the table. He was a southpaw. He kind of reminded he had decent angles, but I like the way his punch placement was. He threw great combinations. He caught Inoue in every round. I think he had moments in every round. But the thing about it was is that Inoue I had him winning almost every round. Now, his work rate, his punch accuracy, Inoue is a beast. Now he had, complications with this guy, Tapas, just to be able to become a undisputed champion. And I like an undisputed fight to be like this, competitive. You know what I'm saying? Um, you could just see that the differences in between, who has really taken the most punishment throughout their career, who is like the more younger guy. Um, so, uh, it was a 10th round stoppage. First 3 rounds. You had to give it to Inoue. They were the fill out rounds, but they were competitive and they were stylistic chess match. Fourth round comes. Inoue scores a big knockdown with the left hook. Um, it was through a exchange. Now, the thing about it was Tapas was very, very defensive, responsible. He had great defense, not just with the high guard, but he would add the Philly shelf as well. He was real slick at times. But the thing of what I had with Tapa showed me so many different elements in his game, but never was able to show me all those elements in one round. You know what I'm saying? Like he showed me the Philly shelf with slickness, but then he also showed me high guard, making sure that he was able to prairie and catch all those hard thumping straight down the middle shots that Inoue was coming. So he had two different types of defense, but then also the difference is he didn't have a balance between offense and defense through the rounds as well. So when round four came, you could tell that the corner of Tapa said, "You know what? It's time to win some rounds." You know what I mean? You're down three straight up. You're not. You need to at least pick up the punch count because Inoue has a high punch count. So he started opening up, engaging a little bit more, not having that balance between defense and offense, more on the factors of just saying, hey, let me, take advantage of these rounds. So, he was winning towards the beginning of the rounds, but then over the top, he was winning through to the fourth round. And then next thing you know it, he opens up and gets caught in the exchange. So, he tried to do so many different things. Now, salute to him. I mean, he got some big shots landed and he had a hell of a chin, man. But there's only so many shots you could take. So definitely Tapas is definitely belong. He showed that he belonged, that he belonged where in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. Filipinos, normally tough guys. You know what I'm saying? There was an undisputed bout. So salute to Inoue and his victory. I mean, it was just throughout the fight after that fourth round knockdown. You could see that Tapas was really trying to put the pressure on Inoue, and he was throwing combinations, but it was just hard to match the punch output. Now, the thing about what I seen with Inoue stylistically that I really got to enjoy is that he was trying to find himself too because he's trying to figure out what style he should bring to the table for Tapas, right? So the first three rounds are fail out rounds, and you know. Uh, when it comes down to Inoue, he's very defensively responsible with his feet, knowing how to stay in mid range and going into the out range. He has a Manny Pacquiao type of a style when it comes down to the footwork at times. Obviously, he's an orthodox fighter, so he can't catch some of those southpaw looks that Manny and guys like Tapas can bring to the table. But what I did like is that once he's something there was an adjustment that was made in the corner that I really liked. That I think it was round five. Round five, Inoue goes straight to him. He's like, what? I dropped him. I hurt him. I should go out and go straight to him. He went straight to him in round five. Now, what I liked about Tapas was that he showed a warrior mentality. And he didn't come to lay down. He brought it right down to the fifth round with him, right? But it started becoming a close round, a close round range. And I loved it because they showed us different elements. From the first 3 rounds, there was a different element to like the mid rounds. You started seeing the inside work with both of them, and they were trying to work. What I was scared about was that Tapas was throwing his ultimate might with some of these shots, right? And throughout the rounds, Inoue was starting to say, "Hey, I can handle this." I did see Inoue get hurt with a body shot. In round 6 or 7, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, and Tapas. I mean, if I had to give him any rounds, I mean, it would be some of the mid rounds and stuff like that. But not many. Out of the 10 rounds that the fight lasted, I probably give him maybe two. Two, and the thing about it is that he put a lot of effort and he did so many things in each round. There's just it's not enough. It's just not enough for a guy like Inoue. Now Inoue, he was a stronger puncher, and you could see that. So every single time that you seen Inoue throw a shot and Tapas with great defense catch it on the glove, he also showed that there's a different type of a level of power, and Tapas knew that he needed to stay defensively responsible, because if he didn't, and if he knew he would get clipped in between the shots, he would go down, which he did in round 4 and in round 10. Round 10 he didn't get up after that shot with the right hand. So he hit him with the left hook to knock him down in the fourth, and then in the fifth, I mean in the 10th, he hit him with the right hand, which is normally his signature punch that he did knock down with Stephen Folson. Uh, top us 1 7 and 8. Yeah, so yeah, I can see those. I can see those rounds definitely. Boxing learner, I could definitely see those rounds. Like I said, he had great moments in within the fight. Very competitive fight. It was enjoyable for me to go and watch it. I was in tune the whole time. Even from round one, how technical round one was, there was still a little bit of drama. They were landing some big bombs in there, so I really enjoyed the fight. But you could definitely see that towards the middle of the rounds, when you could see that some of the body shots, some of the combinations that Inoue was throwing was kind of like slowing, breaking down Tapas a little bit, right? Because to the point that when Tapas when started coming into the mid rounds, the punch, the explosiveness of the punches were easier to see because they weren't coming in as fast, and that's when you started to really see Inoue coming into the mid range and catching Tapas before the shot or coming out after the shot. So he was straight counter punching in the mid range, and once you know Inoue found his mid-range point into the fight, is when things started to get real heavy for Tapas, and it started getting real dark, and it was just going to get even darker. So even though that he didn't get up after the 10th round, and he showed warrior mentality, and he showed us a great fight. So salute to Tapas, but the better man won, and that was Inoue with the more of the speed and power. It's a little bit different. He's a strong guy at that super bantamweight, and I could definitely see him moving up into division. Now, when we talk about Fighter of the Year 2023, you have to mention him. He has to be in the equation. I know that we don't come into taking notoriety of these smaller weight divisions, but legacy is legacy, and accomplishments are accomplishments, and we have to put that in there, into the fact, of showing how great this man is. And really, I could see certain people part of the world believe that Inoue might be pound for pound number one in their eyes. Some people will have Terrence Crawford. Some people would have Canelo Alvarez, depending on how you interpretate what pound for pound really means to you. You probably got a different guy. But when it comes to top three, Inoue better be in your top three, or we shouldn't be talking boxing. You know what I'm saying? If Inoue is not in your 2023 top three pound for pound guys, we shouldn't be talking boxing. There's other channels to talk boxing that they steer the same narrative. I'm going to talk about, whatever trends, versus over here, we talk about what's happening lately. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Um, it's a good debate. It's a really good debate upon who do you have as the fighter of the year. You know what I mean? Pound for pound, top five. You know what I mean? We got Low Nose top five pound for pound. Here we go. We got smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, and put your pound for pound list into the comments as well. Let me know. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm about to read everybody's pound for pound. And most importantly, fighter of the year. Fighter of the year is where I'm really concerned about, is this year, Fighter of the year, how many fights did you have, and what did you prove that you was the fighter of the year? Pound for pound, top five for Low Nose Boxing. Bud number one, two number Inoue, three Canelo. There it is. You know what I mean? That's a solid three. You could add Bevel there. You could have Usyk there. I mean, I have to have Usyk there. I like yours, but I gotta have Usyk in my top three. I ain't gonna hold you. Accomplished way too much. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button, and we also gonna have to talk about more topics other than what just happened. You know. Nevertheless, smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel. Great. Don't tell me I'm frozen. Hold on one second. I'm gonna hold on one second. But I put in the phone lines. Inoue is a problem. Cora in the building. Cora. Cora. What's goody, Cora? Smash that like button. Well done to Inoue. You have to give him his props. It's a mandatory. You gotta give the man his props. Now, my question to y'all is he in your top fighter of the year discussion? That's my question to the chat. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. We're gonna be opening up the phone lines right here. The link is in the chat. We're gonna be giving everybody 5 to 10 minutes, and then we off to the next caller. That's just how we're gonna do it for today. So smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Obviously, somebody called me, so that way I got frozen. But the picture don't look too bad. Your screen is black. All right. Well, you know what? I need somebody to tap in and keep the screen active, cause so the link is pinned up. Smash that like button. Jump into the polls. It's 35 votes. Let's get these votes up. We got 35 people on the live. So please smash that like button. We got Low Nose Box and we got 5 to 10 minutes apiece. That will be dropping the link so everybody can chop it up and talk about what their thoughts are. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Low Nose Box and what it do. What it do.
Yo, top of the morning, man. Merry Christmas. I'm gonna be on briefly because I'm at work right now. I don't
Mm-hmm.
see you. Where you at? I don't see you.
I'm gone. I'm gone, Vince,
All
man.
right.
I'm gone, Vince. I'm gone. But I'm here though.
Anyway, yeah, you and I spoke about that fighter of the year thing last time, and you said that you was gonna wait for Inoue fight.
Yep.
So, so what's your fighter of the year now that Inoue fought?
Anyway, anyway, fighter on my ear because you become 2-time undisputed in 1 year.
I got you. I respect
Not
that.
one time. Not one time. No, 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 no. 2 times in 1 year.
I respect it, but my thing is this, man. I'm more into quality over quantity,
I don't want to
and
hear about. I don't want to hear it. That cool boy was a quality win.
yeah, but we talking about Errol Spence Jr. We're talking about
I don't want
the
to hear it.
welterweight division.
He's a plain Jane. He's plain Jane. He just did what he did to the guys that he did it to. He's a weight bully, and now he learned.
I mean, like it is. That's why we all got opinions, man. But I'm still going with Bud Crawford. This is the Bud Crawford year. This is the Bud Crawford era, 2023. But I do got Inouye as a solid number two pound for pound. I don't got nobody taking him off that number two spot. That's for sure.
Okay, okay,
Definitely number two. And I've been had him at number two, but it was like it could flip flop between him and Bivol. But now I definitely got Nui number two pound for pound, no flip flopping. Number three could be either Canelo or Bivol. That could flip flop. But Nui had a great year, man. It's just that a lot of these fighters in these smaller weight classes, a lot of guys there are not really recognizable names. So when you naming, I don't even remember homeboy's name last night, and then you
oh,
tell me Errol
tapas.
Spence,
Ta-
Tapas, Tap, yeah. tapas, empanadas, whatever. You know
Yo,
what I
yo,
mean?
yo, listen, listen, listen. See, the thing about with this game in the boxing community that sucks is that if you don't know someone's name, that they're nobody. I seen you in your gym. I see you trying to get down working out. If you could see a skillful guy, right? You're interviewing some dude there, right? You interview some kid there. I don't know who he is, but
Yeah,
he looked like he got a little skill. You
yeah.
know that Tapas will bang him up though, right? No matter what size
Tapas,
he is,
tapas,
right?
tapas the pro
Regardless. You know what I'm saying? He's a good pro. You know what I'm saying? He had two
champion.
belts. He
Yeah,
had he had two belts. He showed everything he needed to show. He showed everything that Cool Boy didn't show. The notable name in America that everybody did see, right? That the betting odds were getting closer and closer. But um yeah, he just Tapas was game. Tapas, I seen lots of great things in Tapas. Like I ain't gonna hold you. He just didn't have the firepower to match.
he actually put up a better fight than anybody else I've seen, with the exception of the first
Donnell
Nonito
Brooks.
fight. Yeah, he put up a good fight. I mean, he was landing some good shots. There was one sequence he caught him with an uppercut hook combination.
Hmm.
You know, he had a great year, man. I'm just, for me, Terrence
It was a
Crawford.
good fight. Like for 10 rounds, scheduled for 12. That was a good. I got everything I wanted in that fight.
It was competitive. Like, the dude didn't go there and lay down. He came to fight. He got off some good shots. I don't think I gave him any rounds, but he did get some. Like I said, he came to fight, man.
He gave you moments though. He gave you moments because when you're dealing with a great fighter that knows how to win rounds, right? Like Inoue, great punch accuracy, like Inoue, and the punching power of Inoue, you got to give credit because he was a warrior. He was a warrior. He showed me outside. He showed me whatever he could do. Inoue showed me everything. He showed me he could fight on the outside, the mid range, and in the close range against a top elite fighter. And then KO'd him in the 10th round and showed me that you could drop him in the fourth. What can I say? That was a good fight. Salute to both guys. They both put on a show.
Yo, what you think about Inouye going to Tank Davis? People talking about Inouye could possibly go to 135 and fight
Nah, I
Javante
seen the
Davis.
interview with Fight Hype. I seen that Inoue is not interested. He understands that that's too much for him. And salute to Inoue for keeping it real and funky. You know what I'm saying? We need more people like that in the world, keeping it real.
Yeah. Yo, I got to jump off because it's getting busy over here right now, man. People coming in.
No, no doubt. I appreciate you for jumping on, my brother. Much love to you. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. The phone lines are open. I'm frozen, but you're not. So come in and enjoy some boxing talk. Great fight from Inoue. Phone lines are open. The link is in the comments. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We're gonna be tapping into some more topics after this one, but I definitely wanted to feel free and let the chat jump on and see what their thoughts upon the fight. And as far as fight of the year is concerned, so make sure you guys jump into the polls. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. You disagree or agree, you could jump on. You could ask a question. I just thought it was a good fight. I get it. Like that fight lived up to its expectations. Guys that I know that I have conversations with other fighters that know about those lower weight classes. They believe guys like Bruce Carrington, that believe that this was a great fight coming into the fight. Coming into it. But yeah, like I said, Inoue is the truth. He showed that he could definitely make adjustments throughout the fight. I liked it. What y'all thoughts on it? Smash the like button. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Real talk, real talk. Yeah, I don't see Inoue going to 135. Not anytime soon. Tank barely making 135. How to call? Well, listen, man. The link is in the comments pinned up. So all you gotta do is press the link and tap in. Like I said, tap in, tap in. That's how we do it. You tap that link. Shushu versus Inoue is fire. Coda in the building. Yeah, man. I think that would be a good fight down the line. I think that Inoue hasn't fought somebody that size, and that good. Uh, yeah, Bruce is a special talent, and I think Tank versus Inoue will. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen. I don't think that will happen. I don't think that fight makes sense, and I think that once you hear a fighter that already has mentioned it, that they don't have interest in it, in a certain individual fight, not just the weight classes, so, but like a certain individual fight, you gotta at least, you gotta at least like listen to what they gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, press the link if you want to tap in. The gap is too wide, right? Larry Lopez, I agree. It makes money sense. That definitely does. It does. But see, so now I'm glad that we're in this topic now, and then we could go and grow this topic a little bit even more. Check this out, right? Uh, you know, I don't I don't know if it would do 2 million plus pay per view buys. Do I think the pay per view buys will be high? Hell yeah. Um, but let's get into some of this topic, real heavy topic right here. All right, smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen, too, as well, right? But check it now. Makes money sense, correct? But there's a lot of fights that make money sense, but we never get to see. As boxing fans, there's certain fights that we never get to see. And it normally nowadays versus back in the days, this little five, even back in the days, some of these guys didn't even care about, yo, you weigh 10 pounds, 15 pounds more than me. I don't care. I'm gonna fight you regardless, right? There wasn't big money going on, right? But nowadays, if you just y'all could weigh in the same weight, but if you hydrate at a certain type and you're gonna come in on fight night, because who cares about what you weigh in, the day before? It's about what you're gonna fight and what you're weighing in the ring when you fighting, right? So we're dealing with these type of things going on, and this isn't it. This is not just to happen in this decade. This is just happened in Mayweather era. This happened with De La Hoya era. This stuff has happened. But are we missing out? Absolutely. Are we missing out on some of the great, like this fight with Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis? You know what I mean? Like there's I don't know if y'all seeing how it's been moving, but like everybody want to see Tank fight at 140 because they believe that it'll be fair, right? It'll be more fair because some of these big guys that are like 5'10", 5'9", campaigning at 135 are weak at 135. They're depleted at 135. So they believe that, moving up to 140 will give you that extra edge, which that's what guys like Tio, Ryan, and Haney have done. Even guys like Jermaine Ortiz. So now that this discussion, you have certain guys that rehydrate a lot, and you have guys that don't. There's a science to it, and it depends on who really is dealing with your strength and conditioning coach and your nutritionist. In the same time, they work hand in hand, and whatever program that you're into, smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Another color tapping in, another color tapping in. So what we're dealing with nowadays is that we're trying to be able to have these guys come in at 100%. It's the key thing is to watch these fights happen when these guys are at 100%, no excuses. This is what we're dealing with. What's going on, man? Smash the like button. What's going on? What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Yeah. Hello. You hear me?
Hello.
All right. Yeah. I mean, as far as the fighter of the year conversation and the pound for pound thing is concerned, is that essentially the same thing between Inoue and Crawford? Like, do you think you could have one of them be fighter of the year, and then the other one be pound for pound number one at the same time?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Because pound for pound is what you have done in your career, right?
Yeah,
And pound, fighter of the year is what you have done in within a year.
yeah. I mean, because like comparing, because I think it's a two-horse race, really. Like it has to either be Crawford or Inoue. Like, I mean, I think you had Devin Haney in the poll as well, right? Let me just check.
Yeah, yeah. You already have him two division champion, undisputed at
Yeah,
135.
and yeah, not to take anything away from him or give like a backhanded compliment, but I mean, his year. I mean, he has obviously the win over Prograis was great, but
And the
then
Loma,
The fight with Lomachenko is like a disputed fight. Like, I
correct.
mean, one of those like where it's sort of 7-5 either way or maybe a draw kind of
Yes,
fight
yes,
where it's
correct.
not a decision.
Yep, that's fair.
Um, it's like it's credible, but I think like performance wise, obviously you don't put it on the same level as dominating Stephen Fulton or Errol Spence, right?
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're hitting it on the nose, man.
yeah, yeah. Which is I guess why I like as far as fighter of the year goes, I think you have to place those two above Haney really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in comparing Inoue and Crawford, I think it's like, do you rate Inoue's two fights over Crawford's one? And then, because of like the best single
Well,
performance, of
if
course, is
like
Crawford.
fighter of the year is concerned, but obviously you still got to give,
Yeah,
when we're talking about pound for pound, you still got to go off of what Crawford has done at 40, and he was
yeah,
a champion at 135. So
yeah,
Crawford's and Inoue is a four division champion.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I like it's it's strange because like Crawford's win over Spence was more dominant than Inoue's win over Fulton, right? I think you'd probably regard Spence a tiny bit more than Fulton,
Mm,
right, in terms of ability. But like also in a way, he's got the larger weight jump.
correct.
Like I mean, not just I don't just mean in like nominal terms either, because like it's 14 pounds versus 12, but you're putting 10 pounds on a small, you put 14 pounds on a smaller man, it's more than 14 pounds on a larger man, right?
Mm,
But
makes
yeah,
sense. Yeah,
so it's like
yeah.
I don't really have like a a way that I like one way or the other. I don't really have like a preference in terms of who I'd put on top. Like I would, if you put a gun to my head, I would probably pick Crawford just because, like, watching the two of them fight, I would say that Crawford is ever so slightly more skilled than Inoue. But other than that, I think you can just kind of flip a coin and it doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like it. I like it, and
yeah,
I like if people want to keep Crawford at number one,
yeah,
at pound for pound, and you want to give Inoue the fight of the year, and then let these guys finish their careers, and we can make
yeah,
the judgment call a little bit later on. But all we can say is that these two guys are one of the ones that are, you know, as far as Canelo is concerned, obviously he has done great things in the sport as well. But these two guys
yeah,
right here, they're really dominating in a different
yeah.
type of fashion.
Oh, I mean, if we were talking about like the era as a whole, and you were putting Canelo in the mix, comparing them to like Canelo's a really strange one because he has like the deepest resume, right?
Hmm.
But then when you kind of look at it, I don't know, it sounds strange. Like, and I don't know if this sounds like hating, but it's sort of a almost a flat track bully kind of thing where he dominates the merely good fighters. But then when you see him at like the top level with other elite guys, it's like he's kind of on the same level as them. Whereas when you see Crawford or a Inoue fight, like they maybe don't have the depth, but when you've seen guys against them on the elite level, they've separated themselves and
Hmm.
made these guys look ordinary. Whereas Canelo, it's kind of like, oh, the the Lara fight, you could have had that either way. The second Golovkin fight, you could have had that either way. The first one, he probably should have lost. And then, of course, you can't really ignore the Floyd Mayweather or the Dmitry Bivol fights. Although there is the caveat of like Floyd is one of the greatest fighters of all time, even though he was 36 and giving away 20 pounds on fight night. And then Bivol, of course, Canelo is outside of his weight class, but I don't think it's like the whole story of the fight because I think it was also Bivol's skill set was just a
Yeah.
nightmare for him.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I think if we're talking like the year as a whole, like there's really four names in it. That's Inoue, Crawford, Canelo, and Usyk. I think.
Yeah, no, not a bad list at all, man. Not a bad
Yeah.
list at all, man. Man, I appreciate you for tapping in with us as well,
Yeah.
brother.
No worries. All right.
God bless
Take
you,
it easy.
man. Have a great holidays as well. Thank you for
Yeah,
tapping
man.
in
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, bud.
as well, bro.
Uh, Wait,
Where you calling from?
I'm calling from the UK.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. I can hear it from your accent.
Yeah, Northerner, mate.
That's awesome, bro. Awesome, man.
All
Appreciate you for tapping in
right. Aye. Take it easy, man.
as well, as well. God bless.
Aye.
Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is Mill City Boxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. Shout out to the UK in the building as well, man. It never can go wrong with some great people. But phone lines are open. Tap in. Um, we got a poll up here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to improve the visibility of the show. 2023 Fighter of the Year. Who do you guys have? We have 57 votes. We need to get up to 100. Um, Once again, the link is in the comments if people want to come out and join the show. But we do have Inoue winning for Fighter of the Year 2023 with 56% in the votes. So if y'all agree, disagree, jumping into the votes, place your vote, smash that like button, and yeah, and the polls are open once again, and the link to call in to join the show is open. Make sure you guys go and tap that link while you can. We'll be on here for just a few more minutes, chopping it up, some boxing talk here as well, and then obviously tapping in and jumping into a new interview later on tonight. But either way, I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for smashing the like button. Shout out to the UK once again, and shout out to everybody in the chat. In my opinion, what's going on? Zero, what's poppin'? Larry Lopez, what's going on? Shout out to everybody. I mean everybody. Who else we got up in here as well? Ghost in the building. What time? What time is it, bro? Sliding counter. What it do? What it do? Háblame cora. Háblame clora. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And salute to the channel and salute to the chat. Wonderful tap today. And Merry Christmas for the people that, had a great one or didn't have too much of a great one or could have had a better one. Salute to everybody. I'm in, I'm in Australia laughing my ass off. Shout out to Zero, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to Australia. Coda in the building. Háblame caro. Phone lines are here. Coda in la casa. What's goody, Brody?
What up, though, man? How you doing?
Tranquilo, frozen, but aquí, hablando boxeo. What's going on, man? Did you see the Inoue fight, bro? Talk to me nice.
Hey, I saw it, man. I saw it. It was. I mean, it was a good fight, like you say. You know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't pay attention to the little guys, and so they say like, "Oh, who he beat," because they don't know the names. Like, I feel that completely. Like, that's 100% true. Because they always say that about them little guys. I mean, the problem with that is that like in those weight classes, like it's only like 3 pound differential, like difference from the other weight class, like 3 pounds, maybe 4 pounds different from the other weight class. So like,
Right.
becoming 2 time, undisputed in two different weight classes down there is easier, like, technically, than to do it, in 147 and then do it at 154 or something like that, because it's different. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. No, I
I
understand.
mean, but aside from that, man, I mean, it was all right, man. Tapales was trying, man. He he I think he knew he was like outskilled, so he was just trying to like catch and shoot a lot, which, you know what I'm saying, and go to the body to slow him down, which he was. he was getting some work in, man. He was getting some good work in. So he did his thing, man. And then we, like you said, we saw Inoue fight from the outside. We saw him, be a showman. We saw him fight, mid range. We saw him fight on the inside. Off the ropes, whatever. And then we saw the knockout. So we saw a great performance, man. I mean, in my opinion, Inoue is definitely the fighter of the year because the other choices you got Crawford, which he did great with Spence, but that was just one fight. Um,
And it was
that
only
was
one
just one
fight.
fight.
He only fought one
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
yeah, it was only one fight, and in reality, like people that really, really like knew what's up, like everybody picked Crawford. Like, I mean, you had people who believed the hype, and saying and Spence and all that, and I bet on Spence because of the hype, you know what I'm saying, and on the odds, the odds numbers and stuff, you know what I'm saying. But in
Okay.
reality, like, if you talk to people that like knew, like, and they really had to make a decision, like, like and mostly everybody said Crawford that knew what they was talking about, Spence wasn't himself that night. I mean, although I think Crawford is the better fighter, period, you know what I'm saying, Spence was not himself that night. So I mean, maybe we'll see something different in the rematch. I don't think it's gonna be a different outcome, but I think it'll be a different fight. Um, and then Devin Haney, he arguably lost to, what I'm saying, Lomachenko, and he beat a bum ass Regis Prograis that I said he was gonna sweep his ass, 12 rounds to nothing, and I said he possibly might drop him. You know what I'm saying, and I'm not a big Devin Haney fan, so I don't really think that's like fighter of the year caliber type, like, I don't know,
I like it though.
accolades.
I like it. I
Cause
like it. I like it.
it's Regis, bro. Like it's Regis Progress, bro. Like
You ain't
he's
rocking with
not
the
he's not
Rougarou?
that. Nah, bro, man. Hey, everybody know Coda know that, man. Regis was never that to me. Like I put the gloves on, beat Regis ass. I swear to God I will. I swear to God I will. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying? I think he really hyped up, bro. Like I just really think so. I think he was top guy when Josh Taylor and them were in the division, you know what I'm saying, and Josh Taylor got beat up by Tiafimo, you know what I'm saying, because it showed levels to the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Josh Taylor ain't that to me either, you know what I'm saying? So I always ask people like, all right, so you think Mario Barrios wins it? Who you think wins, Mario Barrios or Josh Taylor's if they fight? Because people always
Shit.
talking about shit about
Real
Javante
talk. I think
Javante
Barrios
resume.
forget him.
I think Mario Barrios beats him. This is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody always talking shit about Javante's resume and all this, but
Yeah, they
Devin
don't
Haney
know.
over here calling out Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero and and,
See,
and, and fucking Isaac Cruz and shit.
let's
And,
let's
and
let's
Mario
let's
Barrios.
now let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move. We're gonna give a round of applause. Our last round of applause to Inoue.
For
Possibly,
sure, for sure, for sure,
possibly,
for sure,
fighter of the year. But vamos a hablar
for sure.
de bread and chocolate. You know what I mean? Let's get into it. Let's get into this because Haney. You can tell that people they they want to like Haney, but his dad makes you want to dislike him.
Yo, it's
I
not
don't know
only
what it
his
is,
dad
and
though.
that's not my opinion.
It's
That's just my like outlook of like why people be like, yo, why don't y'all like him, and why y'all treat him like this, like he the villain, because he don't really act like he the villain. You know, he did act like that with
he's
Regis
proper and everything.
and
Like he
Loma.
presents himself well. It's
Mhm.
just I don't know, man. He be lying a lot. That's the problem
That's
with
what
me
it
and
is.
him.
They lie a lot.
Yo, that motherfucker be getting on my nerves, bro. Like I used to fuck with Devin Haney, man. Like
Yeah,
the
they
nigga
do
just
lie
be
a lot.
lying, bro.
Yeah.
Like all he do is lie, bro. Like stop lying, my nigga. Like,
Why
and the
you
shit is that they're
always lying?
the shit is that they're nice with it, like, cause they know what the casual fan is gonna hear and like repeat. You know what I'm saying? So they know what like how to finesse, like, and talk. it's just deceiving, like, and I can't stand that shit, bro. Like, it really drives me crazy. Like, so I can't fuck with the nigga. Like, I can't fuck with him. But that's aside from like his ring skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? What I think about him in the ring. So
A boy can box.
yeah, he could box, man. He could box. And nigga's nice. He's elite. You know what I'm saying? He's an elite boxer. And I said it. You know what I'm saying? Versus Loma, he looked like real sluggish, real like that was one of the fights he really did look depleted. Like we didn't see the real snappy, fast
So,
Devin Haney. You
so,
know what I'm
so
saying?
peep game. So peep game. So did you watch? Because I know you're a Russell guy. I know you are Antoine Russell guy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
did you see
yeah.
my interview talking about it? With what he thought about the performance? Did you agree with? Did you see the interview?
What I think he said something about like it was being Regis being more like
It was
of a
he
shitty
said
opponent than
that he was
what was
he
it?
said no. Well, he basically said it was a boring fight.
Yeah.
He said it was a boring fight. He hurt Regis a couple times and didn't do nothing. It was a boring
Yeah, I
fight in his
mean,
behalf. And that's basically it. And he said it was amateur style boxing.
I agree with the amateur style shit. Like I've said that a couple times. I agree with that because I'm not so sure like how great that was on Devin Haney's part to like as opposed to like how bad it was on Regis' side. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to like calculate it. You know what I'm saying? Because Regis was horrible. Like in my opinion, he's a horrible fighter. Like I don't think he's great at all. I don't think he's even good, to be honest. So like
Mm.
I don't really know how good of a performance or great of a performance that was from Devin as opposed to like it being a bad like opponent or a shitty opponent, like a overhyped name opponent. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I knew this was gonna happen. I called the sweep, and then I called like he might even drop Regis. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen him depleted versus Loma and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that extra 5 pounds, it just gives you that extra little bit of energy, just comfortability. Like you know what I'm saying, it gives you that little bit of sit down power weight that you feel. You know what I'm saying, and you just feel refreshed. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know if it was a boring fight though, because I like to watch the boxing too. You know what I'm saying? I don't really only care about knockouts, but
I think
he
like
definitely
you know how it is with certain fighters. Like if their biggest asset is like I knock you out, and you're a good fighter and you don't get knockouts, then I'm gonna complain about your style because your style's not like my style, and vice versa. If
for
you
sure.
if you a knockout guy that gets touched too much, that box is gonna be like, nah, you get hit too much, son. You can't mess with me. So it's a yin and a yang with all that type of with when it comes to
Yeah,
boxing
but
styles.
Gary, I'm big on Gary because Gary, he could do it all, bro. Like people think he could just not like nah, bro. This man, he's a student of the game for real. And you hear him talking, you hear the wisdom and like his in his like in the knowledge in the game, like from his standpoint and point of view, like he really know boxing, bro. Like he really do. And he don't care to like humble himself and let everybody know that he still got a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't become like like just I don't know. He doesn't become comfortable with what he can already do. He could box, bro. Like he southpaw orthodox. You know what I'm saying? He could crack. You know what I'm saying? He could do it. Like he could do whatever. It's just the lack of opponents. You know what I'm saying? The lack of opposition that has his career a little bit slow right now. But
So that besides what the great performance that my man Inoue did, and shout out to Jackie, salute to Jackie, La Reina de Boxeo. I kind of like typed in "What's up, Jackie? You hoe," but I didn't mean it like that. I misspelled it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was crazy. Like, and then the chat caught me too. They caught me too. I tried to delete it, try to be slick about it, and yeah, they caught it. They're like, "Damn, Mills ain't right for that one." But nah, Jackie, we got mad love for you. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? The keyboard. You know, it was the keyboard and the fingers were trying to move too quick right there, real quick. But smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. El habla del boxeo. What people are talking about really right now. Obviously, Bill put his son in a situation that we talking about him in every weight class, right? Every weight class we talking about Haney. So when it comes down to these negotiations about Haney and Ryan, what do you think about the fight? Go rah.
Well, Haney and Ryan, I mean,
And the chat. Let me
yo,
know
I
what
ain't
y'all
gonna
think
lie.
about the
Listen,
chat.
like a lot of people blowing like Ryan off, but I don't know why. Like I really don't know why. I don't know. It's because they seen Tank do like what he did to him, but it's like styles make fights, and like Devin, Devin and Ryan will be fire. I think because Devin isn't like a Shakur defensive to where like if he decides not to get hit all fight, he can decide to do that. Like he can't do to Edwin De Los Santos what Shakur did to Edwin De Los Santos. That's a big difference. And like Shakur and Devin's performance, like everybody like, oh, Shakur's performance was boring. Devin was fun and he made Regis, punch him less than yeah, but you talking about Regis and then you talking about Edwin De Los Santos. Like I bet you if Edwin De Los Santos fight Devin, he might stop him. Like you know what I'm saying? So I I think Devin versus Ryan will be a fire fight. Like I think it will be a action packed fight. You know what I'm saying? I think is the boxer, trying to stay on the outside, and Ryan, you know, as humble as he is right now, he's becoming a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? As I say about like Antoine Russell, and he's understanding that he has a lot to learn. Like, and it'll be him trying to get on the inside and impose his will and his power on Devin Haney, while Devin Haney, trying to stay on the outside. And I think it's gonna be a fire fight. Like I think Ryan has more of a chance that a lot of people say. You know what I'm saying? I think if Ryan touches Devin Haney up a couple times, the momentum might switch, at any given moment in that fight. You know what I'm saying? And they're 3-3 in the amateurs. It's a fire fight. It's a fire fight. I love that fight. I
We
love it.
need to see Game 7 in the pros.
Game 7 in the pros, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's what they here for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Ryan he did duck him before, you know what I'm saying, or chose
Huepate.
not to fight him. But
Huepate.
he's
Coda.
changing that
Coda in
now.
the building. So you already know Jackie Hernandez. I don't know. I think Haney will win that. Devin's defense is good. Mm. Ghost. Ryan and Devin were 3-3 as amateurs for a reason. They
Hey, Devin
equal in
defense
their
is
own
good
way.
versus who?
Huh?
Devin defense is good versus who? Versus who?
Ooh. Pero
Versus who?
espérate.
Versus Regis? Versus a Regis Pro Grace? A slow, flat-footed 36-year-old man? Uh-huh. Because versus a 36-year-old Lomachenko, his defense wasn't that good. It wasn't all that. This is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just versus who? His defense is good versus who? Talking about resumes,
Hexkey?
and that Tank's resume is trash, and they calling out Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia and
Mm,
and 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 who else? And Rolly Romero. Three fighters that Tank already smoked on some
mm.
easy work. I
I like the
don't know, man.
chat's energy. Hexkey, what with Navarrete is not in the conversation. Let me tell you, Navarrete he just had a draw. So we gotta keep him out of the equation. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. I know he's a three
Yeah,
division
versus
champion.
Conceição versus yeah,
I know you a
yeah.
three
He got
division champion, but you were supposed to get Conceição out of there.
the
Honestly.
same thing with Pitbull. Was same thing with Pitbull and Giovanni. He was supposed to get Giovanni up out of there, and I kept telling people I was on Blue Blood Sports TV telling people like, "Yo, stop sleeping on Giovanni Cabrera. Like Pitbull's not that. Like he's not what y'all think." And he got dropped and everything. In my opinion, he lost that fight, like
Giovanni
by a lot.
Cabrera looked like horrible. He looked horrible in that.
Bro, stop, bro. Listen, he was there. He was scrapping, and he could, and you seen the press conference, bro, he know how to sell. He know how to talk.
Nigga, but he
You know what I'm
didn't
saying?
do
He
shit in
pretty
the
boy. He
fight.
know how to present himself. He know how to fight too. He beat him.
But Coda, he didn't do shit in the fight.
He didn't beat Isaac Pitbull Cruz, bro.
Bro, I had him
Come
probably
on, my
winning
nigga.
offensive. All
Nah,
right,
bro.
you know what he
Listen,
looked like? You know what he looked like? He looked like Franchon
he looked
Cruz.
like,
Like the way she was fighting again, he looked all messed up. He looked.
bro.
I
You
seen
know
I
why he
seen
looked like
amateur
that?
fighters look better than that.
Yo, but all right, but
He
what did
should have
Isaac
won.
Cruz look like? Why didn't
He
Isaac Cruz
lost
get
the
him out of
fight.
there then?
Giovanni Cabrera lost the fight for himself because Pitbull Cruz was there to be beat that night. And Giovanni did not go out and do the little simple things, the little things to
Yo, in
correct.
my opinion,
Turn
he
your punch,
did though.
stop slapping, do shit like that, you know?
Nah, in my opinion, he did though. But he dropped him though, so he wasn't only slapping. He obviously dropped him, and they didn't even call it, bro. And it was obviously a
No,
drop.
I
It
hear
wasn't
you,
no
but
slip.
He looked like Conan next to Pitbull Cruz. He should have been able to
All
get him
right,
out.
but listen though. If they would have gave him that fight, say that this would be the circumstances right now. If they would have gave the rightful winner that fight, they would have either had to rematch Giovanni versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz, so that would be in the makings right now to happen, or Giovanni Cabrera could have talked up himself a fight versus Gervonta Tank Davis, and he has a Mexican fan base, and he know how to talk and sell a fight too. And people won't be having a bitch to see this Isaac Cruz fight again, which everybody knows that Tank is gonna wipe the floor with him on some easy work shit. Like he's going to. This was going to happen. I don't
He's
have
gonna
no doubt about it. So
he's gonna get him like a
it's like
taco.
I'm not excited for that next fight. I'm not excited for that.
He's gonna turn Pitbull into Taco Tuesdays.
He gonna turn Pitbull into Taco Tuesdays, the soft top,
So
the soft tacos.
listen. So Devin Haney, right? This is what Jackie says, right? And it's fair, right? Every fighter is hittable, which is true. I'm not saying Haney doesn't get hit, but his defense is better than Ryan. So stop screaming so loud, Coda. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
what she said.
yeah. She said pakata, and she
That's
said
crazy.
also she hit you with
Listen,
this one too. Pa pa
why
pa pa.
why
Just to
does he
stay in
want
the
to?
corner.
But
Look
why?
at look at. She hit you with this one to stay in the corner. She said, "No, you're in timeout." He goes, "You can't debate
Yo,
Coda.
why
He's
does he
not
want to
gonna
fight
let you
Ryan
speak
though? If Ryan is
your
such a bum,
piece."
why he want to fight Ryan? And he fights for legacy supposedly. Why he
Pero,
want to fight Ryan?
pero why not?
Huh?
You're the one that's saying that it's a good fight. It's a
All
competitive
right,
fight,
but no,
right?
but understand what I'm saying. Then why does he want to fight Mario Barrios if he's nobody? You know what I'm saying?
Pero
And Tank should have came up and fought Josh Taylor. Why does he want to fight Mario Barrios?
but
Why
I
is he not
mean,
calling out elite opponents? Why isn't he pushing a Teofimo fight like that? Huh? Why is he not pushing
ahora
a
estamos
Subriel fight
hablando.
more like that? I mean, he sent a contract, but I don't know how serious that contract was because what I'm saying supposedly Tank Tank's team got back to Eddie Hearn, and then all of a sudden he's negotiating with Ryan Garcia. So I'm not sure if Devin Haney is that confident in himself. He's just not pushing to fight the elite fighters like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He not. I bet if Gary Antoine Russell had a title, he ain't pushing. Why doesn't he want to become undisputed at 140? Because there's
Ooh.
not there's not a George Kambosos to go fight. You know what I'm saying? And get 4 belts in one easy fight. That's why. Like I'm not too convinced about Devin Haney versus elite top tier fighter. Is just that Regis performance didn't really tell me too much.
So do you think that he's ducking Matias and Tio?
I don't think he's necessarily ducking Matias and Tio. Definitely not Matias. I definitely don't see the same energy versus
Because
Tio like towards Tio.
Matias' team's waiting for them to send over, you know what I mean, like agreements and stuff like that. You know what I mean, so they could go and make up a nice contract. You know,
Yeah, but I'm a
I
big
think we
Subriel
settled that
fan,
on this
bro. But I
platform. You
think
know,
I think Devin knows he beats Subriel. Like I think
él no lo sabe, bro. He knows he can outbox him, but he don't know he could beat him. Look at David Benavidez. You can outbox him, but eventually he's gonna get you. and ask Caleb Plant.
Come on, bro.
Ask
That
Caleb
matter.
Plant.
That you can't do that. That matters.
Ask Boo Boo
That
Andre.
matters in the specific
Ask your boy Boo
opponents.
Boo. Ask your boy Boo Boo.
All right, but Boo Boo's 36, bro. Matias, Subriel Matias is
Ask
31,
Caleb.
and
Ask
Devin Haney
Caleb.
is the boxer, and he's 26. So it's a big difference in the situation.
Charge.
Nah, I think. Listen, bro. I don't even like Devin Haney, but if I'm gonna be real, like I think Devin Haney makes it easy boring fight from the outside. Cause Devin Haney's not the type of he's never showed us to be like, you know what I'm saying, like not prepared. Like he be ready for 12 rounds, bro. He's averages like 60 punches around, I think, or something like that. 40, 50 punches around. So it's not like he be getting tired. You know what I'm saying? He can do that for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the outside and keep him outside. You know what I'm saying? And Subriel be trying to, you know, put that pressure the first 4 or 5 rounds so that somebody can get tired and then he gets on the inside. And then I'm not sure if Devin Haney's that, but I mean, regardless, I just don't see him having the same energy towards Teofimo Lopez specifically. You know what I'm saying? And Subriel, but more towards Teofimo Lopez. Like he knows that's the upper echelon, you know what I'm saying, of the champions. Because again, Regis is a bum. I think Rolly would have beat him, you know what I'm saying, that night he fought Regis. Like, say nah. Say nah, for real, for real. Say nah. Rolly wouldn't have beat Regis
That night,
that night.
shit, Rolly definitely got an opportunity to beat Regis. That's for sure.
That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't
It's a
understand why
good
people
fight.
like,
That's a good fight. I actually favor Regis in it, but in the same time, I actually see Regis
nah, I
getting
got
dropped.
Rolly.
I
I
definitely see
got
Regis
I
getting
got
dropped though.
Rolly beating Regis, bro.
Like Rolly's feet are actually better than
They're
Regis's.
better than Regis. This is what
That's
I'm saying.
crazy.
This, this is what I'm saying, bro.
But
Like,
everything else with Rolly's bad though. Like he got a lazy jab that
yeah, but
gets to him.
Regis ain't the type to make him pay for the mistakes. He don't know what the mistakes are. He's not the type to make him pay. You know what I'm saying? He's not the type to catch and shoot like that and make him pay. No, he's the
So
type
so
that if he's
Regis
gonna,
so
you
Regis is
know,
just a bum in your behalf. He ain't the two
I don't like
division
to be
champion.
disrespectful because he's a professional fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he was a world class champion. So I don't want to be disrespectful to to any of the fighters because they get in there. You know what I'm saying?
I
And,
think
and,
Regis
and,
got
and,
more
and
game.
they entertain.
I definitely believe Regis got more game. I think that Rolly has more ability, but Regis has more game.
I
Now,
think I think I think Rolly beats Regis is
Does
what I'm
Rolly
saying.
still got that killer instinct?
I don't know that because I think he's traumatized.
You know what I'm saying? I
He's
think he be having
traumatized, bro.
nightmares sometimes.
And then he got knocked out in sparring, and the sparring went viral. It's not like it didn't just it just he just knows he got knocked. Nah, it went viral. And
Yeah,
then
with
he has the
Tahan,
fight with the old
yep.
man that's a lefty, and he got dropped by the old
Yeah.
man that's a lefty. So I think like right now he's traumatized by lefties. Like he just got to get in the ring with another lefty that's not Javante Davis, and fight like confident, not like he fought that old man, but fight confident. And I think what I'm saying he'll get back into his
Mm.
groove. I, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, but shit, Subriel Matias and Rolly is a fire fight. That's a fire fight, bro. Say not.
No.
What? That style? Them styles? What do you mean? Nah. What's gonna happen in that fight? Ain't nobody about to be boxing, huh?
Rolly's gonna try to do what he did with Barbosa. And the thing about it, Barbosa, his legs weren't as good as Subriel, even though Subriel got shot in his
Yeah.
leg. He's still, and Barbosa Subriel's a bigger guy. If Subriel stands next to Rolly, they're gonna be the same height, or Subriel's a little taller. Rolly's been
Yeah.
getting by with a lot of size and athletic ability and a strong right hand.
Yeah, not for sure. I mean, but I'm saying for sure. I got Subriel winning for sure. I'm just saying it's
Lo
an
mata,
action packed
lo
fight.
mata.
Yeah, I think Subriel.
It'll be bad. It'll be bad. It'll be bad. It'll be bad, bro.
Yeah, I think by the fourth, fifth round, he gonna have Rolly retiring. instead of gaining confidence.
You're gonna
But
have
yeah,
more
listen, man. Devin Duck and Tank, man. That's all. That's all. Really, I know. That's
All right,
all I
so
got to
that's how
say.
you
Devin Duck
feel.
and that. That's how I feel.
That's how you feel.
They,
You
I'm
feel.
telling you, they deceivers, man. They know how to talk. They know how to
Oh
talk to the public. They know how to finesse shit. You know what I'm saying?
man.
They know look at Tank Tank Tank. Y'all gonna have to punch me in my mouth because I ain't gonna stop saying his name. They say everything but let's fight. Blah blah blah. Like, bro, like y'all really don't. They don't really want to fight, but like they know how to finesse, like to make the crowd thinking that, like, man, listen, real recognize real. I see right through the bullshit. Like you can't
You know
tell me
what
nothing.
messed? You know what messed up? You know what messed him up real bad?
Who?
What messed up Devin that he'll never be able to take back ever is after he said in an interview, "I'll fight Tank at 135. No, I'll fight Tank
135.
at 140, but I'll fight Shakur at 135." After he said that, he killed himself. He killed
Yeah,
himself.
yeah,
He
yeah, yeah,
killed
yeah.
himself.
Cause you make no sense.
We can't even like what are we doing here? Like what are we what's up
Yeah,
with
cause you make no sense.
yeah, that don't make no sense. Like you killed yourself right
If anything, you'll go to 135 to fight 10 because it's
there.
that big money fight.
Because it's
You
on
know what I'm
Tank's
saying?
terms.
It make no
Exactly.
sense.
Exactly. Why would you deplete
Yeah, yeah,
yourself to
yeah.
fight Shakur so you can make not as much money? Because no matter what, you're depleting yourself, no matter for who, regardless. But
Yeah,
I understand you want to be more durable for the big tanker, el tanka. You know the way he's hitting is different.
yeah, yeah.
You want to be at your heaviest, and I understand. But you shot yourself in the foot when you said you would do
Yeah,
it
saying
to
that you'll
Shakur.
go down for exactly,
And there's no
exactly.
coming back from that
They
one. Sorry, there's just nothing coming back from it.
is that they dug in that smoke, bro, for real. Cause like it was the same thing before the Regis fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank then said, listen, after I get done with the Garcias, you know what I'm saying, I'm coming straight for Devin Haney. Devin Haney's team, you know what I'm saying, Stephen Espinoza said it. So,
Yeah. Oh
don't
yeah,
come at me, come at him.
and
Stephen Espinoza said they you said what?
Ryan's pushing for the fight. Like if supposedly like we're waiting on Haney, like we're waiting on Team Haney.
Yo, I'm telling you, Ryan's confident, man. Like, listen, Devin's
And
not an
then we got
Oscar
this
Duarte
Sandor.
that
We
he's
have the
gonna have
Sandor
to worry
Martin.
about.
We got the Sandor Martin mandatory as well. You know he ain't no
Yeah,
slouch
but that's
either.
nah, bro. I mean, he's not no slouch, but he's not
He
on that level.
complicates things, bro. He really does. He
Nah, he
complicates things.
complicated things for Teofimo. Nah, not versus Devin,
Complicated. Yeah,
cause he's gonna
ask Mikey Garcia if he complicated things for him too.
yeah.
You
Well,
know,
Mike, that was Mikey Garcia's last fight, bro.
4 division champion. You know, Mikey Garcia, the one
Yeah,
that
but
had.
that Styles, man. Listen, nah, I don't think versus Devin Haney he complicates anything. Not with Devin
I
Haney.
think so because I'm a firm believer in Devin Haney is I always said he had problems with great southpaws, not no basic footwork, Rougarou feet southpaw. I'm talking about great southpaws. He will have a problem with because of him not being able to land his jab the way. I don't think he'll be able to land his
Correct,
jab
correct.
as accurate on a Sandor Martin with good feet that Sandor got. And Sandor Martin picks his shots accordingly. He throws combinations. He has what it takes to upset a Haney. Haney is a bigger guy. He's gonna have to match that punch output. Honestly, this is a good fight. It just happens to be that
I don't think so.
I think it's an even better fight that Sandor Martin is not really a puncher like that either. So if Haney
I mean,
decides to fight on the outside only,
he
that's
dropped
not good.
Tio.
Yeah, you could drop
He
somebody,
he
but
he had he had two he had two flash knockdowns on Tio.
yeah, but there's a guy that he beat that Haney stopped. You know what I'm saying? And Nah, he don't stop people like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look at his KO
All
ratio.
right,
He
so
don't stop
boom.
people.
So this is why I say I don't think so, right? First of all, I think Devin Haney beats him. Second of all, that that's
I'm
another
not
guy
saying
that
he
we don't
don't
really
beat
know.
him.
Like,
I don't say that he don't beat him, but after this fight, it's really good. I feel like after that mandatory, all the southpaws in the game are really gonna start to see where where there's dark spots in Devin Haney's arsenal. You know what I'm saying? And
bruh, they don't see
he's
it by
getting
now. They
better,
ain't never gonna see it.
huh?
If they don't see it by now, they ain't never gonna see it. Like, we
What do
not
you mean?
professional fighters. You know what I'm saying? And just by the way, like, you talk about certain things. Like, I understand that you have a certain knowledge of boxing, and I know that that Devin Haney has trouble with southpaws, and it's not just southpaws. It's southpaws with quick feet. You know what I'm saying? I said
Yeah.
it before the Regis fight too. Like, it's the Lomachenko, is a Javante Tank Davis type. You know what I'm saying? Or a Shakur type that
And
knows how to
Loma's
control his
small.
distance. A south
And Loma's a small man.
Exactly. Loma's a small man that should be fighting at 130 pounds. Really, 36 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Sander Martin. I don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't know.
saying that
I don't know if
he
Sander Martin.
he complicates things. He's not like a he's not a person that's be like, yo, you gonna lose to Sandor Martin. He gonna outbox the shit out you. But if you're not at that like a Sandor Martin would have definitely beat a Regis Prograis with ease.
Not for sure.
With
This
ease.
I think why it bothers me is that I feel like these guys are waiting too long. Like, I'm trying to rush it. Like, I think as a fan, I'm trying to rush it. Like, I feel like these guys is waiting too long. Like, at this point, like, I'm a Tank fan, but Tank, what are you really doing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Get it cracking with this nigga Devin, bro. Like, I want to see you get it cracking with this nigga. Like, I really want to see like Tank knock him out. I really want to. Like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Devin fight Tiafimo. I had Devin before, and I don't know who I got now. You know what I'm saying? I might have Tiafimo now. Like, I'm not sure who wins that fight now. I want to see, Shakur and Tank. I want to see that already, and they taking like forever because they decided to be emotional, for a couple more $1 million here and there. Like, bro, just scrap, bro, just fight. Like, it. Oh my god, that drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
Nah, I hear you though. It's all good in the hood. We're gonna get to see these fights eventually. Hopefully we do. Hopefully that this weight situation doesn't become such a huge factor that we don't see the Devins
Yo,
make.
David Morrell though, my fault to cut you off. David Morrell,
Okay, what about him?
bro. David Morrell, bro. He's it at 168, bro. Like, he's it.
He
Like,
is.
they
He
say,
is. He
David
got that.
Benavidez and this, and I just think David Morrell is the one at 168,
I
not
gotta
David
see him.
Benavidez.
I gotta see him fight Benavidez, and if he beats Benavidez, then he has my. Even if he
Bro,
even even if he fights Caleb Plant and shows me a certain type of performance, I'll even be able to make a decision. But other than that, Benavidez runs that division.
I mean, he could fight Andre. Him and
He
Andre will be.
if he destroys Andre, but damn, he gotta destroy. That's a high test too to destroy Andre the way that
I mean,
Benavidez
bro,
just did.
like
That's
it. I,
crazy.
I feel like that's what I heard people talking. I ain't been on for a while, but like, and I heard them say Caleb Plant. In my opinion, if I'm David Morrell, I'm trying to go straight for Andre because it's a perfect measuring stick. Like, he just fought him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a perfect measuring stick. I fight Andre. What I'm saying? Benavidez just for Andre. You know what I'm saying? And I can,
Yeah, yeah.
watch both them fights. I can study from there. Like, I know where I'm at with it.
Even him fighting Andre, we could still start to say that Andre is too small for 168. We could still say that, you know, Bec- because that's what we're gonna say. We're gonna be like, all right, David Morrell gets Andre out of there under 8 rounds. Okay, well, David did it in 6 though, so he's better. No, we can't do that. He's too small. We need him to fight. We need him to fight Caleb Plant because I think Caleb
Yeah,
Plant.
I mean
I
Caleb
think
Plant, I
Caleb.
guess, yeah.
I
But
think
what
Caleb
does
Plant gives
Caleb
Booker
get in
problems.
that? This is what I'm trying to say though. Like Caleb Plant, it's just I don't see. I see that fight being like kind of difficult to make. Like, what does Caleb Plant get out of that?
El
He preferred to fight Charlo.
dinero. El
Nah, David Morrell
dinero.
isn't a huge money fight, man. Not yet.
But yo, when you talk about lining up a schedule, lining up pay-per-views, lining up a fire card, it don't need to be Caleb Plant and Morrell. No, it needs to be Caleb Plant, Morrell. Then it needs to have we need to have a co-main event with which also is a title fight. You know what I mean? Even though Morrell and Caleb is not a title fight, but that will be the main event. It will be like the big bang boom. You know what I'm saying? And you put
Yo,
Sucre
Mario.
Matias on that co-main event. Ay bendito.
Yeah, yeah, for real. I mean, listen, how you think about what do you think about Mario Barrios and Devin Haney?
I think it's a good
You seen
fight.
they was trying to go up to 147. I don't think that fight might. I don't
I
think that
see
fight
it's a
will
good
happen.
fight. I see it's a good fight. I see it's a measuring stick for Tank. I see it's a way to say, hey, I fought at 147, the same guy you fought at 140. Um, Maybe Mario Barrios is in line for a title. Or a title eliminator. I think him and Ugas was an eliminator. So I don't know if he's doing a
Nah,
final
he got the
eliminator.
WBC. Oh yeah, yeah, it was an eliminator. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now he's probably
WBC.
gonna do a final title eliminator, and then if Devin, because Bill's smart with this, he'll look at the landscape. You feel me? He'll look
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
landscape,
yeah, yeah, for
and
sure.
If Barrios has a good chance for a title shot, he'll try to fight Barrios first, so that way Haney
Yeah,
gets the
and
title
take that
shot,
position for sure.
or they hope that Mario wins and gets the title and beats Barrios. One or the other. Like they're looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? And if they can
I
come up
mean,
with a smooth win, they'll vacate that. They'll vacate that title wicked fast because they'll know that Boots wants it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's see, but that's the type of shit I'm talking about though. Like,
It'll speak
they'll play
volume,
it
bro.
off as if,
It'll speak volume.
huh?
It'll speak volume, that, regardless. But like we've seen this time and time again with a lot of people. Like, we could say whatever.
Especially them though. What are you trying to go to 147 for? You just got to 140. Why don't you be like? What is it? Weren't you a legacy fighter? Like, what happened? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's right in front of people's
The
faces, and
easiest
like
way to
people
become
decide
a
to like
three
ignore it.
division champion. Whatever it takes to
My nigga,
become a
all
three
right, but
division
you're still
champion.
growing. You're 20. The nigga's 26 years old, bro. Like he's still growing. He's gonna get to 147 eventually. Like, what are you trying to jump up there for and make this
Lo
Tank
hombre.
Davis fight so
All the men are
impossible?
at 140 pounds. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. 140 is the division. You know what I'm saying? And then you could possibly make the Tank fight. Like
Hey,
they
bro.
bro, they sold 45,000 pay-per-views, bro. Like
See,
45,000.
see, now, this is the thing that gets me, which bothers me, is that like, is this like hint, hint? Like hint, hint. I'm not gonna fight Tank. So the reason why is this like, look, I'm at 147 now, and you're still at
Exactly.
135. Like we don't just have one.
Exactly.
We don't just have one division. Like the 47 talk.
Yeah.
Why is this in talk? Because like I feel you on that, because we already know that Tank got to fight at 140. Did you hear that Tank is down to take the fight or some shit? And y'all just said, fuck it,
Ex-
47. 47 it is. He
exactly.
called my bluff. He called my
Exactly.
bluff.
They'll fuck around and negotiate the Ryan fight at 147, bro. Like they fuck around will negotiate at 145 or 144. You know what I'm saying? Like just to already like be heading in the direction to where like, oh, I'm already a fight away from 140.
You
You know what
know
I'm
what I
saying?
like
Or
about
something like
Ryan?
that. Like
Ryan's
some
trying to do whatever it takes to get that rematch with Tank. I like that shit. I really
I
like
mean I think he is the one that's eventually going to get like the rematch aside from like as opposed to Rolly Romero, you know. I think he will, because it's gonna be big money. I'm saying he's gonna have a couple, 2, 3 more fights. I'm
It's
saying,
like
as
the
Tank
battle of
will.
the it's like the battle of the performances. Who has a better career at 140? Uh, Ryan or Rolly? And then from there, they get the rematch of Tank type deal.
Yo, and the shit is like it's like Tank is a small 135 pounder. He's not a big 135 pounder. So why does he it's like Tank's fault if he don't go to 140 and fight Devin Haney. And it's like everybody's making it Tank's fault. It's like, bro, like, nah, that's not the case. He's the cash cow. You know what I'm saying? He's the cash cow. He's he's the one that decides. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so if we make it at 140, then why can't we go the IBF rules? You know what I'm saying? IBF route. You know what I'm saying? 10-pound rehydration clause. I'm doing your weight, but we do a 10-pound rehydration clause.
Yeah, I think if Ryan can put away a huge win against a Haney or a Teal, because obviously this Rolly fight, I thought it was gonna happen. I don't know. I don't know about it now. Which is probably still in the making. Still, that could possibly happen as well. Is Team Haney kind of wondering like, yeah, I could outbox Ryan because we did it before, but then we also know that Ryan gave me a standing 8 count before, and if we're wearing 8-ounce gloves, Ryan could put me out like he's been putting everybody else out as
You
well.
feel me? You feel me? Yeah, I mean, I think that fight is the one that's
so,
gonna go.
so, so, so that's why I like Ryan because it's like he's putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
he's
He's
adding
he's
more
he's doing
pressure.
what they all supposed to do. This is what they're all supposed to be doing. Like, yo, I want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here waste my time. I had a comeback fight already. You know what I'm saying? A little tune up at 140. I want to fight. He want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Ryan saying
Mhm.
Ryan saying, you know what I'm saying? Ryan should tell him now, like, yo, y'all saying everything but let's fight. Because that's all Ryan is saying. All he's saying is let's fight. All he want to do is fight, and I fuck with that. Like, I
Mm.
fuck with it.
Shout out to Jackie Hernandez, the first super chat of the live. Gracias por los 5 pesos. That's right there. That right there is gonna help me grab a nice little lunch right there. You know what I'm saying? I like that, Jackie. Appreciate you. Thank you for adding color in the chat. Her question is, who is fighter of the year to you?
Who's that? To Mill City or to me?
Jackie, go. We could both answer it. Go ahead. I already said anyway. I think she already knew.
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
already
Not
knew.
now you're in the ways. He's also my fighter of the year for sure. Like I said, I explained it. Crawford was just one performance. It was a great performance, but it was just one performance on a night where I didn't really see Errol Spence, beat Errol Spence. And Devin Haney, he fought Loma, and he won, on paper, but he arguably lost, and he beat a Regis Prograis, which isn't like fighter of the year caliber to me. So yeah, Naoya Inoue becoming 2-time undisputed in a year. He and dominated Fulton, like in in a way where Crawford dominated, Errol Spence. I think Naoya Inoue's fighter of the year for sure.
Yeah, he deserves it, man. He deserves it, and I feel bad because I feel like when he was fighting Cool Boy, the Japanese community, they were really, really, really like on that, like, yo, support our guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's here too, like, and I felt that because I felt, when you do this boxing, when you do like a channel, you could see how the views are, and you could see who's commenting, and you start to see a lot of Japanese were coming into different channels on
Yeah,
YouTube
for
in
sure.
America and really, promoting their fighter. So that was cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but is that's another thing, man. The motherfucker ain't even take his drug tests. Like, come on, bro. Like,
That's the
that's the
that's
pro.
the
I
funny
don't know,
thing.
man.
That's the funny thing about him a little bit. Shout out to Mills. Blackout City left my ass. I can't see you, my guy. I know, G Smooth. I
Yo, I'll
know.
holler at you though. I'll let you get somebody else up here, man. Appreciate you having me up here, bro.
You already know Coda in the building. Gracias, pa.
Yo, Merry
Smash that like
Christmas,
button.
everybody. Happy New Year's, man. Holla at y'all.
You already know. Coda about to spark up a big one. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel. Once again, Jackie, thank you for the $5. You right. You right, Broken Accords. That's 2 egg rolls right there. Hey, you might even pull off 3 pastelitos at your nearest bodega. Ooh. Can I get them fresh, please? Thank you. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping in with your boy. The link is up in the comments. Probably got time for just one more, and then we might need to grab a lunch break. But I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping in. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Japan and Nayoua Inoue for a great 10-round stoppage against Tapala. Yeah, I think I said his name right. And just showing he's just a great guy, just a great fighter, dominating, and a dominating performance. Drops him in the 4th round, takes him out in the 10th round, shows all different types of IQ, and that he's uncomfortable wherever he is in the ring, and he stays. Yeah, he stays. Yeah, we gotta give Code a 15-minute max time limit next time. Okay, Jackie, I got you. Had to tap in. Some of the people out here in the link that they talk their talk on the chat, and then when I put up the link, they play hide and go seek with me, Jackie. You know what I'm saying? They be playing hide and go seek with me. But smash that like button once again, and shout out to everybody on the live. Um, Fighter of the Year. Yeah, I think you can definitely give it to Inoue. Uh, I think that's a great accomplishment. When we talked about, undisputed, it wasn't even a big thing back in like the De La Hoya and Mayweather days. It just wasn't a big thing. And now we got fighters that are 2-time undisputed, and it's just great to see a lot of people breaking records and putting themselves into Hall of Fame contentions. And these are the great fighters that we have in our generation. So shout out to all the great fighters that whoever's on your pound for pound list, whoever it is, I think is just a great. His father might get Trainer of the Year. To be truthful, to be honest with you, they should. They should. Why? Why? What exactly? Broken Accords. I think they should. You know. I hope politics don't get in the way of him winning this award, and even his father. Absolutely. If his father's the one that got him there, he should take Trainer of the Year. I don't care if he's Japanese, Puerto Rican, black, Filipino. I don't care what he is. Give that man what they deserve. That's a great duo for boxing, and let's support what they're doing. Maybe they want to continue to do more things, go up more weight divisions, and possibly see certain fights that we all want to see him in. But we got to motivate. You know what I mean? When you don't motivate fighters like what Top Rank has done with Teofimo Lopez, he doesn't have the motivation to want to fight some of these different big fights because of the pay and the treatment that he's has. And Bam was there watching anyway. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Bam is a great fighter too. 2 division champion, 3-time champion. He needs a little bit more time, and I don't think him and Inoue will ever fight. What do you think about that? Nah, I don't think they'll ever fight. I don't think they'll ever fight. Smash that like button. What I do want to see is Bam against like Estrada. Like I think that would be a mega fight for Bam. Because him and Chocolatito are too close, and Chocolatito's on his way out as well. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all for tapping in. This is Millcityboxing, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters channel, the trainers channel, the people's channel. Definitely will be tapping in with another interview real soon, maybe tonight. if not tomorrow. But I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Stay tuned for some of my videos that I'll be posting up today, and appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Love everybody on the chat, and make sure you guys have happy holidays. Make sure you complete everything that you need to complete for 2023 leading up to 2024, so we can have a great first of the year. You know what it is, everything if it's something to do around the house that you haven't done in years, uh, taxes, whatever the case may be, make your accomplishments happen before the end of the year. Stay true to yourself, stay real, and God bless everybody. And God bless y'all families as well. Much love to y'all. It's Mill City Boxing. God bless, and on to the next one, man. Much love.